Says you need to hit them where it hurts, inflict as much suffering as possible, and make it... Clearly, you haven't come here to waste... Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lobber. That hit the spot, wrecked it. Give those twirly wheels a turn. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Yes, the river tub's going down the drain. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper. Says they've been treated fair, but is glad to see you. Hopes you'll treat the rivals. Wishes there was another way, but they'll do their best. A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Better stay clear of the red ray. Here's the second line of defense. Red means danger. Timber. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it, then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it glow. Not too close, though. Kaboom! You're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. Believes you'll be even more dangerous. Out of Date says he's doing his best to keep up, but from what he can tell, it seems you'll make... He had a feeling you'd get along with the Jagni tribe, but it... You seem to get along with the Jagni tribe, which doesn't come as a surprise as you... But Out of Date emphasizes that solving the tribe conflict won't matter unless... That's the sound of impending doom. Out of Date's premonitions of imminent disaster are true. The Porkypuff needs to be handled. He says the time has come to confront the porcupuffer. Goop is working on making his goo glide strong enough to break the waves up. You should... Hard to see too far in the darkness.
Lapate prampatawatsa mama sleepa. Bula bukawetawa fufu turmanza. Alaway take it.
Figures there must be one out there somewhere.
Tau chiplat namze. Blum hero go get it.
Says it makes the sounds someone's put on the...
Kamala fuso. Zisen plazim nemra azazi.
Says it's hard to find an in...
Bratri putau cha.
Be careful with the spiral.
Sutu paratish. Tari toma. Darawaso asu shosa.
Says they'll be sure not to stand... Night is the time to take care of business. Seems like a peculiar item.
Nam plasinam taut blau. 내주해도 바이.
See, it's shopping time. Stash for your trash. Sharp dealing.
매 끄막을 내주해 넘쳐다다 호브.
Let's strike a deal.
Kumkumkumju, tamatula.
Atolo amaola, matray patay.
It's beyond late. That's a GNOAT. Easy prey for Lupin. For everyone else, they're a perfect mount and easily tamed if they are kept fed. A pip bush that's nom-nom for the GNOATs. What are you thinking about making? Let's hope the beast keeps listening to you. That there's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there. Disgusting. Biohazard. Just gross. Nothing like a story with an unexpected ending.
Yangu. Ajitawa. Zurakia.
Adiri.
Nyana.
Gulpo ain't the easiest tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face.
Manu.
Says it's good to see you again. He's Goop. You might remember. Goop says you were always so righteous as a child, and he can still... Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast. We are all pieces... He knows he's easy to remember. There's no one out there as cuckoo as him. Goop says our memory keeps things. He understands. He says that the catastrophe back then didn't vanquish the good in you. It's now the time has come for you to remember and act. He understands why you seek revenge, but he doesn't...
See? On my side. Go, dog, go!
First instincts can be truly awful.
The fun thing is always the right thing.
Next time, look at it with a clear heart.
Darkly dark, dark.
Says life on the goo is wide open. You have so many choices of where to go. Some harder than others, of course. Which... Hit the open surf, then. The trouble is you can only rely on yourself, at least until you reach a new shore and make new... Figures the world is a goner. Even the goo will go gone. Wishes you hadn't done so much to make the goo even gooier. Wonders why you're flapping around with the Jagni. Thinks you're only proving his point. Knows yesterday is already gone. It's what you do today and tomorrow. He can't leave the Subnautica station as the pollution has worn down the insulation of his suit. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the goo glide strong enough to fight the Porky Puff. Out of Date told him the undersurf was the epicenter of the contamination. This was where it struck hardest and inflicted the biggest change to the ecosystem. Let's see. Just makes you want to lie down on the sand. There's no way to reason with hurricane season. Balance is the key. Now that's a flesh wound. Days wasting. Get to work while you can. Glad you covered that up. What will you make today? Couldn't be better. Making great progress. Chop it up. Made it count. You lack key energy for that. Close encounter. Cutting edge. Mercenary. You've got more than a flesh wound. Good hit. That's more like it. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Toxanol's offshore drilling caused oily matter to spread with the rain and contaminate both the groundwater and open surf. The long-lasting effect this had on the evolution of wildlife was, as we know now, the only reason we came to exist. This is all about you. Whether you succeed or fail, it's on you.
Mukambe. Sairuya. Oh, awali tursa pe.
He's got the goo glide functional. You'll have a pull hook and a salvage net, but no armor and an engine strong. There's debris floating around on the surf that might be blocking your path or needs to be towed. That means you'll need a device so you can get it out of your...
Manutai baradrade rapike.
Goop says Gizmo's devised a cannon for the goo glide, but instead of bullets, it flips quacks, squeaky distractions for the triple attentive porky puff, which will give you time to get you.
Rapike wawat.
The best way to find quacks is to talk to Gulp. He has the bearings of the archipelago. This means you'll have the privilege of visiting Gulp in the Sinky Dink. He'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find. That's where he bobs. Gulp refuses to move from that barge, despite the fact it makes him berth. Goop's not... It's all about destiny. Lots of notices on the board for things that made sense in the days when the surf was a lot cleaner. Interesting to see what they cared about here. In the old days, this was a port for boats that went under the surf. They helped. Toxanol didn't do it on purpose, I don't think. Their machines made a mess, though, and they never cleaned up after them. You should be able to find a track here. Just need to keep your... That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean. Ah, plastic scrap like that always comes in handy. Don't spare the jets. Welcome to the Surf Archipelago, where the horizon rests on the surfy goo. You're poking around Pockbur, a prime village. This here is the Sinky Dink, home of Gulp, at the very least. Let's see. He's pretty sure he's heard of you before, although the details are maybe a little hazy. He wonders... Guesses he does, but it's a long life in a wild world. Sometimes he's shaken, not stirred. Says you look like you've got a powerful thirst to do something in this world. Good, bad, not really sure, but it seems like you've been drinking in your destiny and wants to know if he could point you towards something fun to drink, so that you could share with the tipsy tipster. You sure look like you could use a drink. Either way, he hopes you find a way to wet your whistle before the world comes to an awful dry end and leaves us all. Says life's like a mystery drink. Sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes it's awful. But either way, you can't stop drinking till you... Sure, but that's nowhere near as quick and easy. Who wants to stop to chew? Says you should toast the end of the world, but you'd better hurry. It's coming soon. Thinks it's funny you wound up with the Jagni. They drink so little, like birds. Can't understand that. Everybody's thirsty. But who cares about them? Says you'd be as bummed out as him if you came for the hot stuff. The Glugmocker, Nimhimbibble, and his favourite radium syrup. That one's even more intoxicating now, aged in truck tankers. Without a drink, and radium syrup especially, he can't move, much less think. as the power of his mind is directly proportioned to the drink helps him forget the state the world is in, but it only lasts until tomorrow. Figures the real problem is finding something to drink. He wants you to know he has other interests too. He's the Surf Pelago's self-proclaimed ornithologist, for example. There are other ways than a cold drink to relieve stress, even in these dark times, and, fortunately for you, he can help. Watching Pippi's flap is calming, but better yet are the ones you can look at and touch, like quacks. Squeezing them is a great way to relax. Says he's not sure you can. Physically, that is. There's no squeeze in the world able to counteract his expansiveness. It would be the perfect spot for a vacation.